Hi friends, welcome to Sheep Hill Herbs. It is a gorgeous day. I think I say that every time I film. I only film on gorgeous days. So take a deep breath with me. Sit up straight, close your eyes. Breathe. Let it out, breathe again. So I'm doing some gardening, some yard work, and getting plants ready to make medicine eventually in the fall. Before me, a patch of horsetail, also called shavegrass, and I am so excited to have found this. In fact, it's been hiding under my nose for the last number of years. Sometimes a plant is elusive. You don't pay attention to it until you really need it. So before I show you the horsetail, if everyone could hitting the like button actually tells the algorithm to share my videos, and this channel has a ton of videos that need to be shared out there with people, so hit the like button, comment, check out my description down below, and also check out my Linktree, which is also down below, and I think I forgot subscribe. In my Linktree, I link to everything that is me, and I am trying not to squint. I hate the way I look when I squint, but the sun is in my face. Linktree has everything that is me, including my home herbalist course, my services, and other links that I send you to for places that I recommend. So let's look at the shavegrass. Okay, here we go, horsetail. All of this. So this is a very interesting plant. Do you want to help me pick? Can you help pick some and put them in the pot? Okay. So I am going to share with you, after I pick all these, a whole bunch of really good, useful information. You want to say hi?
Hi.
About horsetail. But let's just look at the identifying characteristics. So there are a lot of species. This is Equisetum family. It looks like, like, I don't know, a scour. Well, they call it like scour brush. Like, yeah, it looks like you could scour with it. The stem has these like segmented portions, like rings almost. And these are like considered the leaves. When I buy it dried already, all you get are these like leaves that look like pine needles almost. So we're going to pick a bowl full of the horsetail, and when I go inside, I'm going to share with you Mrs. Greaves, her rendition, her accounts of the benefits of horsetail. Okay, so horsetails. Let me give you the names here. We're going to go look in my book. These are the Latin names. There's a lot of varieties. Equisetum arvense, Equisetum hyemale, Equisetum maximum, Equisetum sylvaticum. Look at the shape. The little band on the stem. Also called shavegrass, bottlebrush, paddock pipes, Dutch rushes, pewterwort. And I'll tell you why some of those names are the names. And really, really cool herb. I'm so happy that I found it. This is my horsetail shavegrass. Never, ever, ever have I purchased shavegrass that looks like this. Green and beautiful. It's usually like pale green. I have my own at the creek. Okay, so now time to talk about shavegrass. Horsetail shavegrass. So here are some of the plants that I gathered earlier today. They're on their way to drying. They're slightly wilted. Here I have a jar that I dehydrated earlier. It's absolutely fabulous. I'm so excited because I have always purchased shavegrass, and the color is so much lighter than what I just dried. So I'm so excited to have this like better quality. And I'm going to share with you some of the benefits, amazing benefits of Shavegrass, Horsetail Shavegrass. I know I'm like giving it its short name, but it's Horsetail or Shavegrass. So before I do that, let's talk about a few things. I appreciate you being here, watching the video, and this is like my little commercial time. So what I do is I offer training for people to be an herbalist, to learn the path of herbalism. So being an herbalist is I would say a lifelong journey. It starts without any really finish. Usually you become obsessed with the plants, and that never ends. It only grows over time. So I do a 10-month course where I train people. You receive work every month. You submit that work to me. And at the end, get a certificate of 100 study hours, a certificate of completion. And I can share with you in detail what exactly all of that covers. If you'd like, go to my Linktree down below and click on the button. And in there is a tab. It says Advanced Home Herbalist Course. You can click on that and see the description for my course. So if you've been thinking, I really would like to be an herbalist, I want to know what I can do with these herbs, with these plants. I want to understand. Most people are confused by all of the information, so I like condense it for you. You get to be in my Facebook group, and you get to have personal mentoring with me through that course. All right, let's talk about Horsetail. So this is the class called Equisetum, Equisetum. So the Latin word equus, E-Q-U-U-S, means a horse, and seta means a bristle. So Equisetum. So you think of equestrian. The quality of silica is deposited in the stems, especially in the epidermis or outer skin. The epidermis contains so much silica that bunches of the stem have been sold for polishing metal and used to be imported from Holland for that purpose. Thus, one of its names is Dutch rushes. So these are very young horsetail, and usually young plants are more tender and soft. When I say tender and soft. So as it ages and different plant species in the class have more silica or are harder, they would work as a scouring bristle as they start to harden a little bit and dry. So I learned about this plant from Dr. Christopher, and he used this in a number of his calcium formulas because of it being so high in silica and good for teeth, skin, nails, hair. And I'm very excited because mine that I just dried is like perfect quality. Very vibrant, very green. I took a lot of what I call herbal calcium during pregnancies. I do not have any varicose veins. I'm 43. So I know that it worked. And restless leg, like that feeling of irritation in the nerves, this feeds the nerve sheath. So this is the kind of information you learn in my course. You learn details. You learn how to help yourself, how to help your family. This plant is also called scouring rush, and by old writers, shavegrass, and was formerly used by whitesmiths and cabinet makers for cleaning. Gerard, he's a writer, a historian writer, tells us that in his time it was employed for scouring pewter and wooden kitchen utensils, thus the name pewterwort. Dairy maids of the northern counties of England used it for scouring milk pails. The herb is used fresh or dried, but it's more efficacious when fresh. So when used fresh, I would put it in a pot with water and simmer it for tea. I typically, though, just use this herb dried. It does lose quite a bit of volume when it is dry. It looks like these little kind of pine needles, like as you can see here. But if you freshly dry it, it's still going to be great. I think most of the horsetail that you purchase has been around for a while. This herb is a diuretic, an astringent. Diuretic means it helps the kidneys and bladder flush. Astringent, it tightens tissues. Horsetail has been found to be beneficial in dropsy. That means it helps to release the body of fluids. And then gravel and kidney affections generally. That's my notes here. So this is an old measure of what to do with this herb. And it is found, it's in A Modern Herbal by Mrs. M. Grieve. And I will have a link in the description that will take you over to Amazon. Please use my link. It does help this channel by your purchase on Amazon. Okay, so she says in this book, a drachm of the dried herb, when powdered, taken 3 or 4 times a day, has proved effectual in spitting of blood. Culpeper quotes Galen in saying, it will heal sinews, though they be cut in sunder. That's pretty amazing. And speaks of it highly for bleeding of the nose, or a use to which it is still put by country people. So, and this is the quote from this book of how country people did use this. It is powerful to stop bleeding, either inward or outward, the juice or decoction being drunk, or the juice, decoction, or distilled water applied outwardly. It also heals inward ulcers. It soldiers together the tops of green wounds and cures all ruptures in children. The decoction taken in wine helps stone and strangury. The distilled water drunk 2 or 3 times a day eases and strengthens the intestines and is effectual in a cough that comes by distillation from the head. So this is some Old English. This is these are the words of this author. The juice or distilled water used as a warm fomentation is of service in inflammations and breaking out of the skin. Culpeper, quoted by Culpeper in Mrs. M. Grieve's book, Volume 1. So, horsetail or shavegrass, one of the herbalists' herbs in their apothecary, one of mine that I keep in mind. So thank you again for coming to another one of my videos. I so appreciate you. Like before you go and come again soon. Adios.